When we think about empathy in politics, Donald Trump is not the first name that comes to mind. But according to one of the world's most famous hostage negotiators, Trump may actually have a highly evolved sense of empathy. So what does that really mean? And how does it play out in global diplomacy? Let's break it down. To understand the weight of this statement, you need to know who Chris Voss is. For decades, Voss worked as a lead international hostage negotiator for the FBI. He's dealt with terrorists, kidnappers, and high-stakes standoffs where lives hung in the balance. His entire career has been built around reading people and using empathy as a tool. So when Voss says someone has an advanced sense of empathy, it's not casual praise. It's coming from a man who's made life-and-death calls based on his ability to read others. Voss explained his reasoning in a recent podcast interview. He pointed to Trump's decision to bomb Iran's nuclear facilities rather than attempt to assassinate the country's leader. According to reporting, Israel had considered a leadership strike, but Trump opposed it. Voss argued this shows empathy, the ability to see things through the other side's eyes. If you kill a nation's leader, you've opened the door for retaliation in kind. By choosing not to escalate, Trump displayed an understanding of consequences rooted in empathy. It's important to note that Voss makes a clear distinction here. Empathy, in his world, doesn't mean approval. It doesn't mean siding with someone. It means recognizing how they see the world, whether you agree or not. In negotiations, that ability can diffuse a crisis. The interviewer pushed Voss on immigration. Could Trump's controversial policies be considered empathetic in any sense? Voss said Trump does understand how people perceive the issue. And that's part of empathy. But understanding doesn't always dictate compassionate choices. So what's the bigger takeaway? According to Voss, Trump isn't oblivious to how others see things, and to him that awareness alone qualifies as empathy. For critics, that may sound absurd. But for a negotiator, empathy is not about kindness, it's about strategy. At the end of the day, empathy is complicated. It doesn't always mean compassion. Sometimes it means simply knowing how your opponent thinks. Whether you see Trump as empathetic may depend on your definition, but if one of the world's top hostage negotiators sees a pattern, maybe it's worth considering.